The first one is, where did the plane land? So let's look at the answer from the passage. Where did the plane land? The plane landed at Suvarnabhumi Airport. So the answer is in the very first line of this passage. So we can see the answer in the very first line. The plane landed at Suvarnabhumi Airport. So where did the plane land? You just write the plane landed at Suvarnabhumi Airport. You do not need to write when it landed and where what this name means. So you just write the plane landed at Suvarnabhumi Airport. All right. So the answer will be this. Where did the plane land? The plane landed at Suvarnabhumi Airport. Then the next question is, what does Suvarnabhumi mean? So Suvarnabhumi means, there is a line that says the name derived from Sanskrit, which means golden land. So what does the word mean? Suvarnabhumi means golden land. So do not write this name has come from Sanskrit or any other place. Just write Suvarnabhumi means golden land. So this is the answer of question number 2. Then comes question number 3. How far is the airport from Bangkok? Now, this can be a bit tricky question for some of you. So the answer is, the airport is 30 kilometers far from Bangkok. Now, you will not see the exact same line in the passage. You need to find it out and write the answer according to the question pattern. It says, how far is the airport from Bangkok? So you need to see how far the airport is from Bangkok. So if we go back to the passage, we can see that there is this line. The airport is located in Rajathewa in Bangli district of Samut-Prakan province, 30 kilometers east of Bangkok. So we can tell that the airport is 30 kilometers far from Bangkok. All right. No need to write all these words. Just write 30 kilometers far from Bangkok. Do not write the airport is 30 kilometers east of Bangkok. You need to write the answer according to the question pattern. So it asks, how far is the airport from Bangkok? So the answer will be, the airport is 30 kilometers far from Bangkok. All right. So we are done with question number 3. Now we're moving on to question number 4. It says, what is the length of the longer runway of the airport? So the answer will be, so it asks the longer runway, okay? So read the question very carefully. What is the length of the longer runway of the airport? We have seen in the passage that we have 2 parallel runways, and one is longer and the other one is a bit shorter according to length. So when it says what is the length of the longer runway of the airport, the answer will be, the longer runway of the airport is 4,000 meters long. If I go back to the passage, let me show you the answer. Yes, you can see that the airport has 2 parallel runways and both of them are 60 meters wide. And now we are talking about the length of these runways. So one of the runways is 4,000 meters long, and the other one is 3,700 meters long. So which one is longer? We can tell that 4,000 meters is longer than this one. So you need to write this digit in your answer. You need to write 4,000 meters 1. Do not write this one because this is not the longer runway. So the answer will be the longer runway of the airport is 4,000 meters long. So first you need to look at the length of those two runways. Whichever you think is longer, you will write it down in your answer. Alright, and the longer runway is 4,000 meters long. I hope you have understood how you will find out the answer and write it down. Now we are going to our last question of this activity, and that is how many flight operations can the airport handle per hour? So the airport can handle 76 flight operations per hour. If we go back to the passage, okay, let us read the question again. How many flight operations can the airport handle per hour? So there are many informations in the passage, so you need to read every question very carefully. So we are now looking at the answer of this question. So if we go back to the passage, we can see that how many flight operations. Okay, so if we look at this line, it says it can handle 76 flight operations per hour. So see, the answer is exactly written in this line. It can handle 76 flight operations per hour. So the answer will be the airport can handle 76 flight operations per hour. Alright, now we are going to our last activity of this lesson, and that is filling the gaps with appropriate words. So let us read the question first. The airport passenger dash is 563,000 square meters, that is 6,060,000 square feet. It is the dash biggest passenger terminal building in the world. The airport is going through phase dash. It will raise its dash to handle dash million passengers per year. So I have attached the answer key below, but before that we need to see how we are going to solve this question. So the first, I have taken this paragraph from a passage. So if we go back to the passage, yes, so this is the passage I have chosen for our activities. So now let's read it out. The airport passenger terminal is this square meters, that is. So if we go back to the question, we can see that the airport passenger terminal. So I did not modify this sentence. The answer will be terminal. Let me write it down. So the airport passenger terminal is 563,000 square meters. So letter A will be terminal. Then we will go back to our passage and look for answer B. It is the dash biggest passenger terminal building in the world. So if we go back to the passage, we can see that it is the fourth biggest passenger terminal building in the world. So we are going to write this in our answer B. So it is the fourth biggest passenger terminal building in the world. So B will be 4. Then we will read out this line. It says the airport is going through phase dash. So if we again look at the passage, it says the airport is going through phase 2. So the answer should be 2. So we are going to write 2 in C. So the lines are taken from the last passage of the text. So the sentences are not even modified, so you can find out the answers easily. Now we are looking at this sentence. It says it will raise its dash to handle dash million passengers per year. So if we again look back to our passage, we can see that all right, so it will raise its dash to handle, see this one. It will raise its dash. And here we can see this word capacity. So it will raise its capacity to handle 65 million passengers per year. So here are these two words that are missing in that sentence. So one is capacity and another one is 65. So D will be capacity. It will raise its capacity to handle 65 million passengers per year. So it's not like you will get the exact paragraph in your exam. The sentences can be modified when you will see your question paper sometimes. So this is the passage that I have taken from the text, and you can see that the sentences are exactly same, and you just need to look for answers and read the passage very carefully. All right, so that is all about our lesson. We will move on to our next unit very soon. Till then, take care.